advice do you have for like a new agent that might be in that 6-month period where they're like, oh my gosh, this is not what I signed up for, and it's not what I thought it was going to be? Because a lot of new agents will get into it thinking checks fall from the sky.
Yeah, for sure.
But through persistency, like your story, I think it's going to be encouraging for a lot of the newer agents, because it's like, it's possible.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, it was easy for me. I mean, it was a hard thing to look back after 6 months, especially expecting that. But for me, it was a little easier for me to say, hey, no, you got to keep going, because it was like 20 years of baseball, not knowing what's going to happen. So what I would say to them is nothing really truly worth having is going to ever come easy. And that's so cliche to say, but it's so true in so many different things: success, love, just regular relationships. Like, true things that actually matter will not happen overnight. And we are so used to things coming so fast because of phone, like especially my generation, phones, Amazon next day delivery, just like so much instant gratification where that consumes you, and you literally feel like the world's coming down on you in 6 months because it's been 6 months, when it's like, well, how about 6 years? Imagine what you could do. Like, I look back now and I'm like, God, can you imagine if I stopped even just 2 years, even just 6 months ago, after saying, hey, Shane, you've done it 3 years, maybe it's like, and then you just never know like when it's going to happen. And, there was some bad times during the last 3 years where, Kendall and I are on our own in Orange County, have no idea how we're even going to pay the next month's rent. And we would always just say, we're going to figure it out. You do what you have to do. If it's something you love, you're going to do what you have to do to keep it going. And honestly, thank God we did. But that's what I would say for sure, is that if you can stay consistent enough, if it's something you truly want to do, it's not going to happen overnight, and it shouldn't. I mean, if it did, everyone would be doing real estate, and a lot of people are, but then a lot of people quit in 6 months because of that. So it's like you put yourself at such a big advantage. If you just even stick it out that year, you're already ahead of a lot of people. So
I think the statistics are 88% failure rate within 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. That's insane.
Almost 9 out of 10 people fail in real estate.
Yep.
And one of the craziest things I think that attributes to is because no one, in my opinion, I could be wrong about this, but I don't think anyone grows up saying, I'm going to be a real estate agent.
Exactly.
So they go out in life saying, this is what I want to do, and then they fail at that, and then they say, oh, let's do real estate, and then it's even harder than what the first thing they wanted to do, and they go, oh, crap, so they stop doing it that way too. I think that is 100% why.
How have you grown as a person over the past 3 years?